everyone, it's Millie from Connecting the Dog here, and I wanted to talk to you today about creating a village for you and your dog. Now, we hear that term a lot, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I firmly believe and am completely passionate about the fact that it takes a village to raise a challenging dog. And why I think that it takes that is that it's important that everybody's on board, that everybody's on the same page, and that you and your dog feel completely and utterly supported through your journey, because they have challenging behaviours. But let's be honest, it's a challenge dealing with challenging behaviours. It's a challenge to stand up for yourself and what you feel is right, and it's a challenge to find the right people. And the whole life of having a challenging dog is challenging. It doesn't come without its rewards. There's so many teaching opportunities and learning, and it's a beautiful thing. I had a challenging dog, and I think they teach us so much, and they give us so much love in a different way, and they teach us so much about ourselves. But still, the reality is it's challenging. It's challenging on ourselves, it's challenging on the people that we have in our home, and it's challenging dealing with professionals. So what I want you to think about is, who are you surrounding in your village? Do you have the support that you need and that your dog needs? And when we're talking about people that are part of that village, it is dog trainers, it can be teach-touch practitioners or support personnel, any sort of dog professional, groomers, doggy daycare centres, vets, anybody that is working with you and your dog needs to be on the same page. Family, friends, anyone. We all need to be on the same page, and we all need to have the same philosophy. And the reason why that's important is because if you're not all aligned with the same goal and the same intention, with the same methods and philosophies, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you and your dog to feel safe. And the reason why being safe is really important is because the reality is, when you go through all the layers, the bottom underlying layer of your dog's behaviour is that they do not feel comfortable in their own body, that they do not feel safe in this world, right? When you layer it all down, peel off all the layers of the onion, the fact is that your dog does not feel confident in themselves, they do not understand their body, and they don't feel safe. So it's really important that we make sure that we help them feel safe in any interaction. So we want vets that understand how important it is for them to feel safe, that is prepared to change what they would normally do to accommodate your dog feeling safe. You want to find dog trainers that, whilst being in a class, can accommodate distance without you feeling like you're isolated from the group, that can keep you feeling safe but completely supported in that environment. It's important that your groomer totally understands your dog's issues, and that they are happy to stop when needed, and at the base level try and provide a safe environment rather than just getting the job done, because that doesn't make a dog feel safe, right? So you want them to have a systemized level of care. You want everybody to have the same priorities, the same goals for you and your dog. And it's really important that you outline those. And that's another thing, like becoming your dog's advocate. How hard is it to tell a dog professional what you believe is best for your dog? It's really hard, right? It's so super hard. I've been there. I've had a challenging dog. And that's the one thing that you can learn, is to find your voice for your dog, and it is super powerful. It takes a while to get there, but it is super powerful. And it's having these conversations with these professionals and making sure that you are aligned and you are on the same page, which is super important. Now, when I talk about the same philosophy, the most ideal philosophy would be a fear-free philosophy. So there's fear-free, force-free, positive reinforcement. They're generally pretty much the same. But what the idea behind those techniques or that philosophy is that the comfort of the dog is paramount, and using techniques that are scientifically backed, that are the forefront of dog training, and will not do any harm to your dog. They might push your dog out of its boundaries on, comfort level at certain times, but the end result and the goal for the people using those is that it is to have the dog feel as safe as possible, and that's the intention that you want. If you are working with trainers or vets or whatnot that have more of a balanced approach, maybe use correction techniques, don't allow dogs to have a choice or a voice, then what it's going to do is, if you have a trainer that is using force-free techniques and they're amazing, and you're doing positive reinforcement and you're getting really far, and then you go to a vet that gives an absolute crap about that and ends up just doing what they can to the dog as quickly as they can in sometimes the scariest way possible for the dog, without giving the dog a choice or a voice in that scenario, then what you're going to do is you're not going to help your dog feel safe, and you're almost going to undo all of that good work with your trainer. So it's really important that you actually surround yourself in that village of people that are all aligned. So if you have this really great trainer and then you go to the vet and they're also really great, and it's all about the dog and having these positive experiences, then it's going to help your dog build that self-confidence and that self-esteem a lot quicker. The other thing that I think is super important about this village is for you, doggy mamas. It is so important for you to feel supported, for you to feel like you have a voice, and that you can actually find people that you feel comfortable working with, that you feel comfortable asking questions of, and that you really feel like you're in this relationship with them and that you are aligned to the same goals. As I said before, it is super challenging having a challenging dog at times, and you need as much emotional support and to feel safe and to feel confident in the process as much as the dogs do. So it's really important that you find people that you feel comfortable with and you feel are in the best interest of your dog. So at the end of the day, the three main things are: surround yourself with a village, make sure they are aligned to the same purpose and goal, and make sure that you feel supported in your journey as much as your dog does. Right? That's the whole idea of having this village. Now, if having a village resonates with you, I would love for you to comment below on this video. If it took you a while and the challenges you faced trying to find that village, I would love to know about that. Just so that other people, where they're a little bit maybe not so far on the journey of finding their village, can know the issues faced and how long it and how you sort of got over any stumbling blocks that you might have had. And if you want some extra support, that's where I come in. As a T-Touch practitioner, I understand basic obedience. I have calming tools and all these amazing techniques to help anxious and reactive dogs. And we can work together to make sure that you have the right professionals around you, as well as incorporating some of those calming tools and to boost that self-confidence and reduce that fear on a cellular level, which sounds really fancy, but it's just all about making our dogs feel good in their bodies. So if that sounds like something that you would like some support on, please comment below or PM me or whatever, and we will organise a time to catch up. If you're not quite sure whether we're a right fit, I do offer 15-minute free chats just to see if we're the right fit, if you want to work together. And I really cannot wait to support you and to help you feel like you have the right village around you. So until next time, I will see you soon. Bye.